Sometimes people try to motivate themselves when times get bad, get hard and shit. Talk about if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. All that shit. When life gives me lemons, I eat the lemon.
I became bulletproof. I became invincible here in my body. Now, nothing can stop me.
Once again, it's on. I don't know where Goggins has been. I've been in that mental lag. See, there's all kind of months. Some folks got sober October. They get all kind of shit for people go through trying to better themselves. I got fuck you every day. Get after it every day mentality. That said, when you push that hard, you go to the well. Well, my well was empty. The cookie jar in there had stale, moldy cookies. They weren't working no more. Had to find something else. Had to get that conqueror's mindset back, where I just don't give a shit about anything. Just grind. A lot of people out there talk about they're missing something in their lives. And they don't know what the it is. You don't know what it is because you live in a soft environment 24/7. Learn to get out of it.
Do you really want to be a champion? Why? Because you just want to be cool? You want to be the coolest guy on the block? Like that? You're not going to win. You got to find some psychopath who just lives it. It's their whole life.
If you're a savage and you get out there and you grind hard and you want it bad enough, you can run all these guys over, man.
I was willing to die doing something that I love. So if you're willing to die to do something that you love, 99% of the time you're going to come out on top. Got to take the shot. Even if you miss, you got to take the shot.
There's people out there that are just working harder than everybody else, and they're going to keep doing it. And that's their grind.
May God have mercy upon my enemies, because I won't. So let's fucking go.
Hard times create hard men. Hard men create soft times. Soft times create soft men. Soft men create hard times.
Bad times. All around you is crumbling. And all those have quit. Actually, you know what the fuck you are.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood.
Don't always look to be led. And when times are disgustingly hard, it's those times when even the hardest mother in the world are looking around for guidance. It's that one mother. Be that one mother.
Because as personal as things might get, I can still keep my hand still. It never shakes. My voice never raises. My demeanor never changes. I don't get emotional. I'm not like Eddie Hearn and Conor Ben. They're emotional people. They make mistakes. Everything I do is calculated. I am extremely well-versed in dealing with pressures, unbearable pressure, and staying calm, staying true, staying focused. That's just a skill I have that these guys don't.
I mean, isn't it about time you guys become the person you always knew you could be? Shut off the volume, the speakers of society telling you what you can't be. Listen to the voice from within, the energy inside, knowing you can be more than this. Where there are no limitations, excuses, negative energy. It's just high voltage of positive energy. Many battles, easily won on a daily occurrence. The war will never be won. Because that war is a better life. The life of inspirement, where you lead others to join you in that endeavor and create something epic that we talk about back in the day with Leonardo da Vinci or Helen Keller or, Socrates, all these people that did something beyond their scope. Back then, everyone laughed at them for being different. Let those peasants of the world laugh at you now for being different, because that's beautiful. And laugh back at them for being the same mother everybody else you see.
In life, a lot of us believe that we're working much harder than we actually are. We think if we got up early for 4 days, we've earned something. You gotta drop your entitled mindset. It's dead weight. We believe we work harder than we actually have. Trust me, most of us haven't. What the do you expect? You're not putting in the work. You have to do more. You gotta stop telling yourself that you're doing enough.
There is no excuse for not being the hardest worker. Yeah, someone might be bigger, stronger, faster, quicker, younger, whatever else, but there is no excuse to not be the hardest worker there. And when you believe that you have the ability to do something, that the life that you're living right now is going down this direction, you hate where it is, there is nothing else to do but to change direction. A belief that I cannot go that way anymore. I gotta go this way. And what do you have to lose? You know the outcome if you continue the same shit. Why not just commit one time in your life to something? See what happens. There are no losers in the world of passion and commitment to something. No one loses there. The losers are the people that sit the starting line and never initiate.
They see I don't party, bro, I don't drink, I don't smoke, and they see that and they're like, bro, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go have fun. You know what I'm saying? But I'm having fun. And I try to tell them, like, don't let me affect what you do,
I'm
bro.
gonna be good regardless.
I'm gonna be good regardless, but I'm comfortable who I am. I have fun sitting at home watching 6 games at a time.
Is there any better feeling than being locked in?
No, being able to just like make the lens so much smaller and not looking at like the finished product. Ultimately, like the time and the commitment that you give to yourself, to your body, into your craft, into your mind, those things will take care of itself. And if it's meant for you to have, then it's meant for you to have. And if it's not, if you've done all those things leading up to it and it still didn't happen, you sleep better at night. You're okay with yourself because you gave your body, your mind, your soul, everything that you could ever ask for.
My best words is dedication and hard work. To achieve this kind of things, you need to work hard and, you know, be a great professional, be serious in your job. And this is what I try to do. You know, to be here for 8th time, I think is not by coincidence. It's because, you know, we all have talent, but the talent without the work, it's nothing.
Right now in life, your family is looking for that one guy right now. They're looking for that one guy who's strong, who's that pillar for the family in hard times. Make sure they look around and find you. These are the times right now for you to step up. Be that guy that can take anything.
Promise yourself. You promise yourself to be the best person you can be. That is what makes you train. That is what makes muscles grow. Nobody knows the secret. That is it.
That's what it takes. To do anything successfully in life, you've got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. And if you want it that bad, if you're willing to give it that much, you get a big piece of what you want. And life and dreams do come true. Anything you want can happen and become a reality. I believe that sincerely, and I'll die on that thought, okay? And I say that not from something I read, that's from something I lived.
And anybody, not just Navy SEALs, but anybody that can accomplish anything that is hard, the only separator is that they really want to be there. There's some people that get inspired, and that inspiration moves them to try to do something. But that inspiration is very high right now in this nice environment. We're in a nice environment. The ocean's out there. I'm talking to you. If I want to go to the refrigerator and get something to drink, eat, I can. I watch a movie about some badasses, you're inspired. But the second you're not in this environment and you're actually doing what inspired you, that suck factor is now real. You can't just get off your couch and get a shake or get a box of donuts or turn the TV or go take a shit or a piss or go get your girlfriend to cuddle up. No, you're now there. And only those people who have been there 1,000,000 times in their minds and have lived in that water and have suffered 1,000,000 times and realize my legs may break, my knee may break, my bones will hurt. I will be the coldest I've been in my life. I will be miserable. And accept that. When you get in a horrible situation in life, your mind immediately says, get the out of here. Everybody's does, even if you want to be there. But it starts to have all these different questions in your mind in that 1 second. And it says, okay, why are you here? Why are you doing this? Why this? Why that? And then you start to say to yourself, if you don't want to be there that bad, I have a beautiful wife at home, man. Why the am I doing this, man?
Mhm.
Like, this is stupid. This is gonna get these guys injured. For like they're gonna pay for this for the rest of their lives. I'm not gonna break my body up to do this. Your mind starts to say, yeah, this is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are already knowing that this is gonna happen to you, you have all the answers to these questions.
I remember it. I remember what that. So even when it's sucking, I'm like, I know how this is going to feel. I know how this plays out. And you know what? Actually, I know other feeling, is when you don't do it. And the end of the day comes, you're like, dude, that was pathetic. You didn't even, and that's just the worst feeling. That's the feeling that really makes you sick. And so between that carrot and stick, carrot being like, I know this is going to be good, and stick meaning, I know at the end of the day, if I'm putting my head on the pillow and I was a bitch, that doesn't feel good. I don't want none of that.
If your life is not organized, and your life being everything around you, because it takes one little piece of an outside interference to clutter your whole mind. And people don't get that. Your mind has to always be clear. That's why I meditate 2 hours every single night, because I refresh, I reorganize the garage, which is my mind, every night. So then discipline's in there, organization, everything is in its right spot. So when I wake up, I'm ready to go.
You don't achieve worthwhile goals quickly or easily. They take time. They take struggle. They take relentless pursuit day in and day out. That's what it takes. What are you going to do? You know it's going to suck. Just got to do it.
Greatness is a step away. Take that step. Life isn't perfect. Get used to it.
It doesn't matter about the past. It's today. What are we doing today? What are we going to engage now? And once we engage, we commit. There's no half commitment. There's no quarter commitment. There's no three-quarter. It's full commitment. Once we engage, it's every day we engage. Because that's the better life. And the people you will surround yourself are like-minded. And they're better friends. Friends and family for life, man. They have your back. They're solid individuals doing solid tasks, leaving a solid impact of legacy for other people. That's a solid life, man. It's your option, though. What are you going to do? How bad do you want it? There's two options. To continue forward, pushing upward. And if you do, that dream is given birth, and forever you will live in the reality of it. If you stop, quit, throw in the towel, I promise you there's no distance you can travel far enough to find that dream again. For it is dead. And in its death, it's replaced by regret. Right now, it's your choice.
A lot of people sit back and they dream about being a sports figure, or dream about being a SEAL, or dream about being an astronaut. And all it is a motherfucking dream. They don't put the work behind the dream. That dream has become their master. When you become the master of your dream is when you say, I want to go be a Navy SEAL. And you say, okay, I'm going to lose 106 pounds in less than 3 months. The dream was the one thing I thought about, and the dream was now gone. Now, what comes in, the dream goes away, and the laundry list of details and tasks come up. Gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this. That's when you become the master of your dream.
That's what we're all doing. That's what we're all doing. Making little decisions. Not just making little decisions, then taking action that backs up those decisions. And you got to keep that strategic vision in mind.
It's the few that do. The few that do in life. That creates the envy for the many that just watch. You might be watching this video, or maybe you watched some great sporting event over the weekend or whatever. Maybe a great TV show, something that moved you to another level emotionally. And you get excitement out of that. Maybe a little envy. You want to do that too. And be part of the few that do. You really do. You're part of the few that do. Instead of the many that are envious as watching, you know? Get out of the grandstands of life. Stop being a spectator. Stop becoming a subject matter expert.
That's an attitude. Could I have fixed it all immediately that day? No, it's gonna take time to build that stuff out. But I would have fixed that small problem. I would have fixed that small problem immediately. So when we are in a situation, there is a way to get out. Can you do it overnight? And sometimes it seems overwhelming. You might find yourself right now in a situation where you don't like your job, you don't like where you're living, you don't like what's going on in your life, and it might seem like, oh, how am I ever going to get out of here? It's going to take time.
When you're a type of person that wants to achieve, and so you're always trying to get things done, you're always trying to push yourself, when you fall short because of cowardice or because it is the worst feeling that, or just failure, any kind of failure. The reason why one of the reasons why, I mean, at least I can speak for myself personally, I do things so hard is because I've felt that sting of failure. You need to know what that feels like, especially when you quit. You need to know what quit. Yeah, see, that's it. You need to know in your own, and you need to hear that sting, feel that sting, so that when it comes up again, you're like, not today, bitch, not today. I've been here before. Keep going, find a way.
A lot of us don't believe that we can achieve the impossible. And along my journey, I started realizing, man, I got to tell some people about this shit, man. Like, I discovered something that some people have, but they don't even know. All of us have it. But along this way, I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't a theorist. I became a practitioner. And I was like, my God, I'm busting down so many barriers of, like, I have a learning disability. Okay. But I'm catching up with everybody. I figured that out. I figured out all these negative things in my life that were keeping me in this hole. I'm like, I got to tell people, man, that, hang on a second, man. You can achieve the absolute impossible. You don't need great parents. You don't need like a private school. You don't need to have this humongous GPA and all this other shit. What you need is the one thing I talk about in my book, which is straight up brutal work ethic. You have to be willing to outwork everybody in the world. So you have to be a hard worker, period, dot. You got to work your ass off.